Hi guys, and welcome to part 34 of Skyrim Mod Sanctuary. Now, this video is going to centre on Dwemer gear. As you can see, I'm wearing rather a lot of Dwarven material. The armour is the standard Dwarven armour, but the thing around the outside of it is a Dwemer Exoskeleton. I hope I'm saying the word Dwemer correctly, but there you go. And what this does is it attaches to your armour, and to any armour actually. It doesn't have to be the Dwarven armour, although I think the Dwarven armour suits it better. But it attaches to any armour, or even naked, which looks strange, and enhances your abilities. It basically acts as a sort of exoskeleton, a robotic suit enhancement. Think of it as power armour for Skyrim. Now you craft this item and it starts off without any enchantment. It does have a slight armor boost, which is nice because it doesn't take an armor slot. The Dwarven Hyperion, 12 armor for I've got a very low heavy armor score, but there you go. But you can also craft something called the Dwarven Hyperion Regulator. And this allows you to enchant the exoskeleton. Now, the enchantments are fairly powerful. If I do the medium one, for example, I then have to close my inventory and my suit gets replaced and is now enhanced. Now, the first thing you'll start noticing is it actually starts sparking and giving off steam, which is brilliant. So as you're walking around, you've got this steam coming out of you. It enhances a number of things. We go and look at the armour. The armour's the same, but it now increases your speed by 50% and carry weight goes up by 70 points and you get 25 points of stamina. So I'm moving a little faster. This is very obvious when sprinting. And as you can see, you're not exactly very stealthy with this steam-powered robotic suit. But again, you can actually increase the settings to quite high levels. So, for example, the 200% option gives you 200% speed increase, carry weight goes up by 200, and your stamina is 100 higher. However, the heat causes damage when you move fast. So, as you can see, I'm sprinting along. Oh god, that's fast. When I sprint, I actually take damage from the steam and the sparks. And actually, I can tell you now, it's quite difficult to control the movement. So it's a little, well, overpowered, I get. Well, it's difficult to say because it's not easy to play. But you do take damage. So I would suggest, if you're going to use this on a regular basis, you might want to have something a little lower in settings. It's still very, very powerful. 75% speed increase now. This is the medium setting, 100 points carrying and 40 stamina points. So I can still run very fast and carry a lot more items. It doesn't make you hit harder, and although it does increase your armour, it's not too overpowered. And of course, it does look pretty amazing. This is just one of those mods that you just have to admire the mod maker's skill. Now, as I mentioned, this is craftable, and you can improve it so that its armour increases. And I believe you can actually enchant the unenchanted one. I'm not totally sure, but it does give you this little warning message telling you it will remove enchantments, although that could just be because when you change it with the regulator, it gains enchantments. But very, very nice indeed. You guys should definitely give this a try out if you're all into Dwemer artifacts. Now, the next mod you can probably already see is Dwemer Goggles. I can't remember the exact name. I will put the link down below. Now, you can see slight clipping on this with my big head, but they do look very, very cool indeed. And they come in 4 types. The first, Dwemer Goggles, which are basically 2 ocular pieces, Dwemer goggles on your head, as I've got worn now, and one on the left and one on the right. So if I put the left one on, for example, it asks me if I wish to turn on the functionality that come with this. So I could have it as off, and nothing changes. I just get one eye and the straps. As I've mentioned, the straps do clip a tiny bit. That's a little unfortunate, but it's very difficult to make things that don't clip on every head. However, if I take that back off and put it back on, and this time click on, what I actually get is detect life. As you can see, I can now detect life permanently. Well, until I take it off, which is very, very useful indeed. Now, the goggles version, the dual goggles, actually come with Night Eye or Detect Life, or both if you want. So you can actually have both of them apply. And so now you can see in the dark. Obviously, this is the bright of day, so that's not very good. And you can detect life. So here it is at night time. So as you can see, it's a little less bright. But you can see very, very clearly. And with the detect life, you're not going to get anyone sneaking up on you. And I'll just show you the difference by taking them off. So there you go, nighttime. My nights are not that dark anyway, so I don't need night vision. But if you use dark nights, that could be a very useful little addition. And of course, they look very cool as well. So you can't really go wrong with these things. Now, of course, you've got this Dwarven armor, the Dwemer Exoskeleton, and Dwemer headgear. But of course, it'd be nice to have some Dwemer weapons. So, how about a Dwemer Rifle? I mean, why not? This item is pretty cool. It's more like a staff than anything. You can't aim. One of the things that I find myself wanting to do is press the aim key, the block key, as you would with a bow, and then I punch. So what you do is you basically just point at an object, you power it up by holding it in, and when you release, it shoots a bullet at them. I'm not totally sure how powerful it is, but it's very cool. And the bullets move slow enough so you can actually see them. It's actually a lot of fun. And it feels very, I don't know, what's the word? Steampunk. Now, if shooting things with a rifle is not your thing and you like to hit things very hard, you might want to try this, the Dwemer Autoblade. Again, Fallout fans will probably remember something similar to this in the game called the Ripper, and it basically is exactly that. It's what can only be described as a Dwarven chainsaw, which is a very cool idea. And it basically acts just like any normal melee weapon. Now, it's actually quite a powerful weapon. Damage 21 for this character. Now, this character on the Dwarven Mace, which is made as superior, is 22. So this, if I managed to craft this up, would be considerably higher and classifies as a sword, so it hits faster. So it is quite a powerful weapon. But if that is not enough, how about another Dwemer weapon? This is basically a Dwemer staff that shoots steam, which is absolutely ingenious idea. As you can see, it animates, and there's an element of Dwemer magic to it. This item definitely gives me a feeling of being a sort of steampunk mage. Definitely like this. The first person, it's basically similar to a staff, except instead of shooting flames, you shoot steam. The effect is really nice, actually. I'm not going to try it on him because he'll probably kill me. But steam damage. And I think this is just, for me, this type of mod is great because it's such an original concept. And you do have creatures in the game, the Dwemer Centurions, that do shoot Steam at you. So it's perfectly in lore, and it just suits the game really, really well. There's no doubt about it. You can't claim it doesn't feel like it should be in the game, because it's like all the rest of this equipment. It's just like the sort of things you find in the Dwemer ruins. And with all of these mods, I'm just really impressed with the concept and the details that have gone into the work. The mod authors have really sort of come up with something that fits the game perfectly, whilst being completely original, totally unique. They're not things you find in the vanilla game, and yet somehow they feel perfectly reasonable. Even this ridiculous exoskeleton, well, it's completely within the bounds of reason compared to what you find in the game. You do find Dwemer robotics, so why not? Absolutely love them. Major congratulations to all the mod authors. Okay, so installation. The exoskeleton mod is called Space Wiking Dwemer Exoskeleton. And if you go along to the file section, it is a single file. Download with Manager and activate. No problem whatsoever. There are some optional files. There is a silent version of it. You'll need this with the main file. That's if you want it not to make noises, but I prefer it with noises. I think it suits the exoskeleton. And there is also a light version, so you can try that if you don't like the heavy version. The goggles are called Dwemer Goggles and Scouter. And if you go along to the file section, there's quite a lot of files, but all of them are old versions. You just need this one. Download with Manager, and once again, activate. The Dwemer Rifle is, again, one file. Download with Manager. The Autoblade, one file. Download with Manager. And the Dwarven Condenser, single file. Download with Manager. All of these mods, relatively simplistic to install. Basically, Nexus Mod Manager will do everything for you. Download with Manager and activate. For load order, it doesn't seem to matter. Each one of these mods adds new items to the game, so it doesn't conflict with anything. So it seems to me that the load order is completely irrelevant. Put them where you like. And as usual, I'm going to finish with some screenshots that you guys have made. If you want to post screenshots for me to put in these videos, you can follow the link I'll put down below to my Skyrim Mod Sanctuary Nexus page and post the images there. You're more than welcome to do that, and I will try and post as many as I can each episode. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please click the like button. I always appreciate that. I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video, whatever that is. And until then, as always, have fun.